Heroclix land. Welcome back to Talking Clix, where we celebrate the heroes of Heroclix. I am your host, Wespool. With me, as always, is my faithful co-host, Scott, the missing link.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Scott. Great to have you here tonight. We have a very special guest this evening. Who do we have tonight?
Tonight we have a Mr. Mark Adler.
Hello, Mark.
Reading.
Welcome back to the show. You were on before I got in here in this co-host seat, so welcome back, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So before we get started, we have a lawyer down here in Texas called Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. Are you related in any way? Are you a lawyer?
Only in that I've watched all 9 seasons of Suits. No, it's actually I actually met a doppelganger who lives in Michigan who shares my exact name because I tried to ship something to Canada and it got redirected to him because the impression paper on the customs label, all they could read was Mark Adler, so they returned it to the nearest Mark Adler, and I had to go knock on his door and said, "Hey, can I have my plastic superheroes, please?" So no relation that I know of.
Okay. I mean, the Texas Hammer, he's deals in auto injuries, so he's always yelling at the TV.
Yeah, we up here in Michigan, I think we got like the ambulance chasers I always see are Fall Law and Jomana, but I don't think they have any relation yet. But yeah, so
All right, so how'd you get started in Heroclix?
it was 2013. I was a junior in high school, and part of my punishment for getting stuck in summer school was I had to ride my bike to school every day, back and forth. And on the way back from school, I would stop at my favorite comic shop, Comic City in Canton, Michigan. Great shop. They don't do Clix anymore, but I would go in and talk to the counter guy. This guy named Justin, great guy. And one day I was talking to him, and I looked on his counter was a countertop display of the Teen Titans set. And I was looking at the pictures of the figures available in the Teen Titans countertop display, and there was a Red Hood in there. And I've always been a big Red Hood fan. So I was like, all right, let me try and get one of these. And then I bought most of the countertop display looking for that one single figure. And I was looking at him, and I'm like, all right, what the heck is this about? How do I get started? And then he took me over to the wall where the 5-figure booster sets were, and he had me buy the Blackest Night starter.
Good
and
starter.
I rolled up to one of their events with about 15 figures to my name, and I thought I was so clever because I had worked out all the possible combos of points to make 300 points out of the 15 figures that I had. And I sat down, and another employee of the store named Todd set down a Batman and Green Arrow duo figure from Brave and the Bold. And he goes, "I already broke the scenario," and proceeded to bend me over and beat me like a redheaded stepchild. From then on, I just got really into the idea of I could buy a booster and look at these characters and find out about a character I knew nothing about. And then that would prompt reading, and from there I would learn, I've always loved comics since I was a kid. You ask my dad, he'll say, first grade Mark walked into his office, said, "Hey Dad, how do you spell Batman?" And from there I started playing Invincible Iron Man, and then from then on it was history. And I just collected and collected and collected. And I had a little hiatus right around COVID, and dumb that I was, this was before legacy cards. I purged my collection, which is a shame because I can remember having about 5 Tim Hunters, and then Tim Hunter got a legacy card in Masters of Time.
Yeah,
I couldn't do anything about it.
He's fair, but he's not great.
He's not, but nobody. They had announced he was getting a legacy card. No one knew what the card did, and the $2 super rare was selling for $20.
Yeah,
but yeah. So from then on, it's just been a great way to be in the community and I get to hyperfixate on rules and superheroes, and I'll keep playing until they stop making it.
You're a rules lawyer.
Yes, that's my nickname in our local group chat. I think it's part of part of the hyper focus that comes with the autism is I want to get everything exactly right.
All right. So where's your locals?
My locals, Eternal Games in Warren, Michigan, and then RAW Hobbies in Livonia, Michigan, and Game Time in Southfield. I think it's Southfield, Michigan. Yeah. Tuesday nights, alternating Tuesday nights, and then Thursday nights at Eternal.
So I've been to Eternal one time back when it was Patrick Joko's Majestic Regional. That was let's see. When was that? Long time ago. Mini Moons. Avengers Assemble.
Yeah. Avengers Assemble. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good stretch. Eternal's just getting back into the swing of things. COVID kind of killed the scene there for a little while. And now we're starting to get regulars again. And they're taking on more state tournaments and stuff.
Hey, it was an awesome store when I went in there. So.
Oh, yeah. They're great folks up there.
Do you also play on Roll20?
Yeah, I do sometimes. I have a friend who lives I think he's in California, Arizona now, that I practice with him. And during the COVID era, I was pretty practiced at playing on Roll20.
Man, it's a different beast. The dice haven't changed from 2000 to 2020 to now.
Oh, come on, Scott. Everybody loves those dice.
They're the. You know what? If they made the pop dice sound when they rolled, that would make it even better.
I want my shiny math box. Like, I know empirically the math is there and the dice are fair, but it sure doesn't feel like it when you roll your third one for shape change.
After our last game, Scott, I actually Googled it and did some research, and the randomization of it actually is truly randomized. It's just when players roll certain dice, the dice have a certain feel and they're cut a certain way, and so you're used to the dice landing a certain way, but it is truly randomized according to the internet.
Okay. I mean,
yeah,
I can see how you can say they're truly randomized. I've been to events where I've had like none of my dice hit, but it just feels different on Roll20.
Last Saturday, I had 3 crit misses in a row in person. So,
yeah, and then there was. I bet you, Wes, when we played sealed at this year's Red, White, and Clix, and I kept hitting those 6s on shape change with morph.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I survived just barely, but only because you forgot your beast had outwit.
Yeah.
Hey, I barely beat you when we played in sealed. Your rogue come in and missed her alpha attack, and I just kept force blasting her into the wall with no defense.
Yeah, with the
that was a brutal game.
Yeah, it was. That was very brutal. But
so I don't have this podcast because I have ever claimed to be a great player. I just happen to have a microphone and a lot of time on my hands. On a scale of a day one player, what?
So you have a lot less time in your hands now.
Yeah. But on a scale of a day one player to Lucas Tom Van Holland, how would you rank yourself as a competitive player?
I would put myself probably somewhere around. I'm trying to think what the middle of that scale would be.
Hey, he's saying Lucas is a 10 and a new player is a 1. So.
Yeah, probably a 6 or a 7. Truly, my goal in the game when I play is I want to find a combo and or play a no-name piece so well that it spikes in value on the secondary market. I vacillate between wanting to be creative and wanting to win. Because the best I've done in a competitive event so far is in our winter CCO Silver Pulp. I took 3rd place. Of course, I was playing Party Thor and Blue Marvel. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, yep, thumbs down. Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
What makes me cheer?
I don't know.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, yeah. I can't play Beetlejuice in Pulp, but hey, at least I played some. I tried to play something interesting too. I played the Shifting Taskmaster from Smash and Destroy because he has the Avengers keyword, and he was actually doing numbers for me. And then I got to top 4, and I got absolutely destroyed by a bystander team because if there's anything worse than playing Blue Marvel, it's playing Stegron, Alia Gregor, Bloodstorm, Moreland. And it's like, I can't kill any of his things that are worth points. I just got to put up with all these stupid little pog bastards.
Yes.
And then he played Scout from Deadpool Weapon X, who gets an attack every time a pog hits. So he hits me with 7 pogs and then makes 7 more attacks with Scout.
So have you ever succeeded in elevating the value of a secondary market piece?
I wish. No.
I got an idea for that. If you want to modify the secondary market of something, you need to just go on a buying spree of getting everyone that you can find to limit the market, saying, oh, hey, these pieces are actually kind of rare. And then here you have like 48 Stiltmen in your collection.
Yeah. That's, no, I work an entry level job. I can't, unfortunately, I can't do it with my wallet. I have to do it with my dice and my skills.
Hey, I'm just saying. I mean, if you got every I don't know who's a terrible super rare, or not even necessarily terrible. Let's say you got every one of the who's the disco guy from the Spider-Man set?
Hypno Hustler.
Hypno Hustler. If you found every Hypno Hustler you could find, they got to be what, $14 somewhere in there. Like, oh, another Hypno Hustler. Hey, eventually, people will be like, "This guy's missing."
Tore me up and sealed, mostly because it was Ed Arnold Berkovitz playing it, and he didn't miss a single willpower, so he always had his perplex pogs.
Okay, how about not a pog generator? How about you go with the wall?
Yes. Okay. What's he? 50 points? Just 6 walls, and you got to hit them all 6 times.
He's 25 points.
He's 25 points. Okay, so 12 walls.
Yeah. He takes 1 click of damage at a time. I mean, it's a lot to chew through.
Yeah, that's a slow claim.
Can't just sit with was it Catwoman a couple years ago that only took 1 click.
Oh, the notorious Catwoman that has 9 lives. You got to hit her 9 times. And then she generates a cat pog every time you hit her.
But she didn't last as long as people thought that she would.
No, I forget what it was about her that made her easier to kill, but it's just like it's any instance of damage. I think the wall at least has like a reducer so that he can.
He's got toughness, and I think he only takes 1 damage per attack.
Right. So even if you knock him, well, you can't knock him back. I don't think. I think he's got like self-immobile or something.
He's got a movement of 2. He's so slow moving.
Oh yeah, no, it's
if you're trying to run away from him, Infinite, I'm sorry, you're not getting very far very fast.
Yeah, but Infinite only has to get 7 squares away from me because he's got giant reach of 6.
Yeah, you'll never catch Infinite.
Well, yeah, and then he just runs an Infinite right. He parks an Infinite 5 squares away from my starting area. So by the time I've sidestepped 3 times, I'm 1 square away, and then Infinite loses his last token, blows me up, and does 3 damage to every single one of my walls.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. The wall's great. I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you do for a living?
I'm a mechanic for the city of Detroit. So I do oil changes on cop cars mostly.
Nice.
So,
are you an essential employee? Like, if COVID happened again, would you be going to work every day?
I don't know. Maybe, probably. I really hope COVID doesn't happen again.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I think I'm as essential as you get for a entry level person. That they got to have somebody because. Mechanics can be put, like official general auto mechanics of the city can be working on like actual engine type stuff. You need a grunt to do the simple stuff. So, it's a good job. I like working for the city. Union gig, good money, the mayor just raised the city minimum, so I'm gonna get a raise in July when the new budget goes through, and pretty easy. I've done like every flavor of wage slavery before this. I did Amazon, I did FedEx, I did UPS, I did Speedway. So comparatively, this is much better.
So which camp do you fall into? Michigan State or Michigan?
Probably Michigan State. I more follow baseball than college sports.
Very nice.
I was raised on 3 teams. It's the Tigers, the Guardians, formerly the Indians, and anybody who beats the Stankies, I mean Yankees. I'm actually going to see that. We're gonna this weekend. I'm going with my dad. We're gonna go see. My dad's the biggest baseball fan. He's where I got the love of the game from, and he wants to see a game in every major league stadium in the U.S. And we're checking off the last one this weekend. It's Yankee Stadium. So
you're gonna go watch the Yankees?
We're gonna go watch the Royals play the Yankees, and we're gonna root for the Royals.
Okay.
And we're
so my wife got in the lottery for Savannah Banana tickets.
Oh, that should be fun. Those guys are hilarious.
That'll be interesting. We're supposed to go in August. I think she got tickets already because she got drafted for the lottery. But then she had to log in at a certain time to get tickets, and it's like, hey, you can have these 5 tickets right here, and that's your selection.
Sounds good.
She got 5 tickets, so we'll be going in August.
Have fun.
What is the worst piece in Heroclix?
Oh gosh.
Is it Rogue Prime?
Oh well, you got to define worst. Like worst dial wise, worst to face, worst. There's a lot of like.
You sit down and it's across the table from you.
Oh. I think I was talking before we started recording. I'm not a fan of Legacy Leech. Because I see that across the table, especially if he's got like an Abyssa and a Lockjaw and a bunch of one-shots to keep him alive. Like, it's a 3-click figure. I can kill it. I shouldn't have to kill it 5 times. What do I hate seeing across the table the most?
Look, I think Leech would be awesome to play against the Rogue Prime. Just me.
Yeah, I mean, I was an early Rogue Prime adopter, and I put some money into getting one, so I can't fully say I hate playing against the Rogue Prime. I've seen the pros and the cons to her, which is just like, if you hit her enough, she goes away. That's axiomatic of the game. But trying to think, there's one I really hated. This was an earlier iteration of the game. I despised seeing Sin and Crossbones. This was back during Invincible Iron Man.
Duo?
Sin and Crossbones had so many ways to do penetrating damage, and there was hardly any Invincible in a set called Invincible Iron Man.
Okay, that Invincible Iron Man said that Falcon Iron Man. I hated that guy. Whatever one, the one that had the bird.
Oh, the Iron Pharaoh.
Yes, I hated that guy.
One of the original meta problems. The sufferer of one of the worst nerfs ever. And the time I finally pulled one, the next week he got nerfed.
He deserved that nerf.
He did. I'll give you that. He was a menace of the First Order. But yeah, I played again. I started in 2013 when Invincible Iron Man came out, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what the tabs on the bases meant, but somebody hyped me up because I pulled a Prime War Machine. That Prime War Machine could attack like 6 times.
Yep.
Because he had the continuous fire tokens or whatever. And I set that Prime War Machine down. I think I had like a TK and him because he was 245 points because power creep is real. And if we ever saw a 245 point Prime today, it would have the numbers of the Null Chase. And I set that thing down and I was ready to go. My opponent played Sin and Crossbones, hit him in stealth, and I couldn't hit him in stealth, and just sniped the shit out of me. Just absolute, like, Prime War Machine had a 10 odd click dial, and he beat me in like 3 turns. And from then on, anytime I saw that piece, I was like, nope, you're good. Let me get my bruiser and let me base him, because you can't make range attacks while you're adjacent, motherfucker.
Exactly.
What is your most sought after Ultra Chase? Something that if you get it for free, you would cut off your arm for.
It's not free if you're cutting your arm off, Wes.
Thankfully, I have a Mephisto, so of the Ultra Chases that I've never had, oh man, I had a Unicorn Deadpool at one point. It was pretty great.
It's a sorry piece. It
looks. Some pieces only have shelf appeal. I'm never gonna play the Uncanny X-Men Age of Apocalypse chases, but I love the fact that the sculpt can combine into the fastball special.
Yep.
I'd probably have to go with Superman from Masters of Time. Look, as economically cheap and uninventive as the planet sculpts are, I'm a sucker for it. I like it. I like my flat little disky boys, and I like the reference. I like going back in time. It's a confusing ass power, and I don't know how it would work, because I'd have to be sitting there reading it sentence by sentence. Place all figures from KO area onto the map on their starting clicks. Okay. End your turn. Okay. And then we start over.
I mean, we had another chase that did that. I believe it was Captain Marvel that would bring him off.
Yeah, from Earth X, I believe. Yeah. But he like brought people back one at a time, I thought.
No, he brought them all back. I mean, okay, it's like restart the game and we're 40 minutes in. Good luck.
Yeah. I remember the first like White Rabbit. I remember I put some work into getting her, and then I got her in hand, and I was like, "Why the heck is she in Ultra Chase? She doesn't do jack shit."
No,
she can hop across the map.
She was horrible. The Ultra Chase that I don't own, but I've borrowed from a guy locally. I think I've played it more than he has. Is the Peggy Carter?
Yep. That's close runner-up to Superman is Peggy Carter. I like her a lot. Exiles is a great run, and I like her. What are there? 10 Ultra Chases nowadays? White Rabbit, Unicorn Deadpool, Captain Marvel, Peggy Carter,
Collector,
Superman, Collector,
Cake Deadpool. That's 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's around 10, but some of them are just bleh.
Some of them are trash. Like I wanted Cake Deadpool to work better than it did. I got a Cake Deadpool because I went on the HDSA website and I bought a Scott Porter lot of stuff he had opened. I think it was his Wonder Woman 80th and X-Men Rise and Fall unboxing stuff. And then it came in the mail, and there was a trash can Spidey, but it came with the Waldo arms. And so I was like, great. Now I have 2 pieces that are without their equipment.
So I have a birthday cake Deadpool, and I got it because my wife went on eBay and bought it for me because it came out, she knew how much I wanted it. And I'd already bought like a case and didn't pull it. And she's like, okay, if I just buy it off eBay, it's going to be cheaper than him trying to pull it from the bricks.
Yeah, but I will tell you what, this is a story I'm not proud of. It's from my indiscriminate youth. I was with my sister and I helped her move or something. And she gave me $20 and she said, go buy yourself a booster of Heroclix. So I stopped at my local store and I grabbed a booster off the shelf, and it was a booster of Adventure 60th. and I go pay for it up at the counter, and I open it up, and it had a Mephisto in it.
Woo!
And I was buzzing. I was texting everybody and rubbing their noses in it. I said, "Look at my magical homeless man," and then I got banned from that store.
Why did you get banned? Because you bought something or because you gloated about it?
Because they had me on camera peeking at boosters on a prior date. Because you used to be able to squeeze the boosters to look down the side and see like what the first two things in the booster were.
Okay.
My favorite
Indiscriminate use. I don't do that anymore. Mostly because you can't. Because they put tape on the side.
Story is during Disney Plus.
But
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I didn't peek to get the Mephisto though. I just grabbed one booster off the shelf.
That's cool. That's cool. Congratulations on your Mephisto.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
During Disney Plus, there was 2 boosters left on the shelf, and we knew that there hadn't been a chase pulled from the brick. And so one of my locals and I said, "You buy one, I buy one." I let him pick first. He bought it. We bought them at the same time. Then we opened at the same time, and he pulled absolutely junk, and I pulled Scarlet Witch.
Ooh, that stings.
And he was so mad. I'm like, "Hey, you picked first. You chose it. I didn't have anything to say in it."
I just got like that this past weekend. I went out to Lansing for a Venom release event, and they went through a couple cases. And they have a rule out there: if you pull a super rare, you're not allowed to mulligan. So I had to play a Malekith and the junk I pulled in my other booster. And somebody pulled a Carnage God, and somebody pulled an Egan Rack, and so I got beat pretty badly. And I walked out, and there's 5 boosters on the hooks. I'm like, all right, I'll grab 2 boosters. Rare duds, both times. 3 boosters left. Event's wrapping up. My buddy Caleb says, "Hey, how many boosters are out there?" I said 3. He goes out there. He buys 3. He comes back in. First booster, rare dud. Second booster, Venom Prime. Third booster, Spider-Man Chase.
Nice.
He opens it up. He goes, "Prime Venom," and I legitimately stamped my foot on the floor and went, "You mother!" Just me. I am a Sinister Syndicate junkie. I love playing the Sinister Six in silver, and I was looking for that Prime because he's got some potential. I think most everybody has figured out you play the Simba Doc Ock, make 4 arms, let them all die, generate 4 more Sinister Syndicate characters.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. So I don't know. I'm enjoying the Venom set as a whole, but I don't know. The chases aren't doing much for me.
Yeah, they're pretty. Look,
they look great.
They do look great. Sculpting, like Carnage looks like a metal album cover.
Everything in the set looks great. Even Clintar, and it's a flat disc.
Yep. That's my chase. Clintar's my sleeper pick. I love Clintar. I'm going to make people miserable with Clintar.
And you say rare duds. I won my my pre-release with just 2 rares.
Was it Gore the God Butcher and the Maker?
No. I had Elektra and Riot.
I've pulled a couple Riots. I have not yet played Riot.
I didn't use Riot. He was not on the team.
I won a pre-release with rares, but it was Gore the God Butcher and the Maker.
No.
Gore the God Butcher is going to be a problem. Poison Doom too. My first pre-release, I pulled Poison Doom and Agent Anti-Venom Prime can openers. It's a shape change heavy set, and I got 2 figures who screw with shape change.
Yes, sir. You travel a lot for events?
Moderately. Is actually me and my buddy Gabe and my buddy RJ were headed up to the Cheesehead Championship in Wisconsin this next weekend, the 25th. I've been to Worlds a few times. Second year for me for going to H4H. We got a decent little pocket of stores like southeastern Michigan. Like I said, we got Eternal in Warren, and then RAW in Livonia, and then it's like about an hour south to Sylvania, Toledo, where you can hit Checkmate and Toledo Game Room, and then it was really cool. Is I used to GM for a company, Game Master for Dungeons and Dragons and Marvel Multiverse role playing game, and so they would send me to conventions to do organized play for them, and then on my off time I could go to Heroclix events. So I've gotten to go to Gen Con that way and Origins that way.
Nice.
And Gamehole Con, but they didn't have any Heroclix events. I did find a cheap brick of Captain America and the Avengers, though, which was cool.
So we got on the calendar for this year.
I got H4H coming up in a month here. I'm going to try and make it to Worlds. Got to figure out where the money for that's coming from, though. And then we got the Cheesehead Championship. We got a regional, RC regional on May 2nd in Michigan at Eternal. Shameless plug. And yeah, I think if I can make, do a weekend visit to Origins, I think I might do that. The company that I used to GM for has moved away from that structure. They're pretty much all about the Ultraman trading card game now. So cool game, just not my speed.
I didn't hear Red, White, and Clix in that list.
Oh yes, Red, White, and Clix too. Made it. This would be a three-peat for Red, White, and Clix. I came to the original, and then I was there last year too.
How long of a drive is it for you?
Like 4.5, 5 hours.
That's not bad.
Okay.
No,
so, do you prefer the basketball court or where we had it last year?
I think I liked last year a little better. The contained space, not as much acoustic screwiness. Like you can usually hear your opponent, but I kind of like it more confined. I tell you what, the low bar I have, not much of a little bit of offense, but no offense to Howard Brock, is I went to H4H the year 2 years ago.
Without
without the AC. Yep, in the Lucky Dice Cafe when they crammed about 170 people in there, and it's like I was sweating like a pig at a barbecue. Oh my goodness! And so, of the venues I've played at, what is that? It's not VFW Hall. That's the Army base there. That's one of the better ones I've played at. The seating was decent and it was easy enough to navigate. And, like you go to a bigger convention and sometimes they don't have the panels open. You try to get somewhere and the wall's closed off and they don't open it till a certain time. And you're trying to make it to your 9 o'clock check-in for your event. And you got to go back out into the seat.
And then the bathrooms are so far away from everything.
Did you know at Gen Con, the first day they opened the dealer hall at 9 a.m., they call that the running of the nerds?
I believe it.
I've heard it.
Yes. So, definitely, Red, White, and Clix 2 is one I always try to make if I can.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I travel a fair bit. It's my buddy Gabe and I are pretty good about splitting travel, and his cousin Manny and I and his son and I did the drive to Worlds. That was a haul. 11 hours to Memphis. I had the back seat to myself, but it still wasn't a comfortable ride, no matter which way I sprawled.
You're going to H4H. It's in Memphis.
Well, yeah, but I got a plane ticket for that. It's in Nashville this year.
Oh, it's in Nashville. Okay.
Vegas. I'm excited. They said battle royales this year go until 2 a.m. and I am terrified for my sleep because I will play battle royale till 2 a.m.
Look, when he used to do it in Atlanta in October, everything was at the hotel. They would keep stuff going all night. They would have midnight games scheduled. So
Yeah.
if you were gonna sleep, good luck, because you would be sleeping from like 4 to 7, 4 to 8. That would be your sleep.
You getting
Yep.
sick? You getting sick, Scott? You got a cold?
We had a front blow through, and then I worked at a golf tournament with Pipeliners golf tournament on Monday, and I've gotten some kind of sinus allergy
Oh
infection.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on? I'm partially dying.
I just got over that. My sinuses hate me. Like I'm like over the hump, and I'm to that phase where my body now wants all the mucus out. So I'm hacking loogies everywhere.
I am just like I get these sneezing fits in the middle of the day or for no reason, and I feel like I have a 3-year-old follow me around with a plastic bat and just hit me in the ribs every time I sneeze.
Oh yeah, that's the kicker for me is like I load up, I take the decongestant and the Mucinex and the Advil, and I don't know what it is about the Mucinex that like it tightens me up such that when I sneeze, I get the muscle spasm in my solar plexus.
Yeah.
So you sneeze hard, and then your chest is just like it feels like you're getting fitted for an arc reactor. Like they want to take the core out of your chest and put a little glowing light in there.
Love it. I love it.
So, are you a part of a team up there in Michigan?
Not an official one. It's mostly just me and my buddy Gabe. Gabe Esquivel, best dude in the world. Shout out to him. Get him on the show.
I will reach out to him.
He's good. Gabe is great people. He and I practice together, and then we got RJ Stanley haven't ever been invited to join a team. So we're an unofficial team of 3. We're doing the 3v3 at H4H together, and that's about it. I don't know. Maybe people can't tolerate me.
Well, you are from Michigan, so that probably has something to do with it. Because yuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, my ex-wife's from Michigan, so I have to hate it by default.
No accounting for taste.
Hey, all right. I'm going to need you to send me Gabe's contact information, because every time I find Gabe Esquivel, it looks like a boxer or MMA guy.
He does.
Thank you. I'm always looking for more people to bring onto the show. Current players, former players, retired players, future players, foreign players.
Yeah, that's a good transition. So I want to have a running list of people who want to be on the show, just so we never have to go looking. If somebody drops off last minute, we got a running list, and I want everybody to have a chance to be on the show if they want to be. So if you want to be on the show, or if you want to be a repeat guest, you've already been on once, reach out to one of us, and we'll put you on a list. I'm not saying it'll be anytime soon, but we just want to know if you want to be on the show or not, and we'll.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to come back around, and I can't promise I won't repeat topics because I always forget what I talk to people about, but I'm always happy to jawbone a little bit. That's the family motto: is enter talking.
I mean, we are called Talkn Clix.
Let me ask you guys: do you remember the first super rare prime you ever pulled?
Whatever the first super rare prime was.
Yeah, you got more years in it than me. When did they start doing primes? I wonder. Probably. I don't remember if they.
Man,
that's a question.
That was like after
Batman set, maybe.
I want to say they did title figures, and then they started with the prime stuff.
No, I feel like title figures were after primes, because the first title figure, wasn't it the Deadpool that's stepping on things? The Deadpool method.
You're gonna make me go look this up. Shout out to Clay Wood. Thank you for setting up this lovely website that we all use.
Yes, HC Units, the best thing that ever happened to the Heroclix community.
Teams, create a team. Let's go Golden Age.
War of the Realms is probably my first super rare prime. I don't know which one.
Destroyer or Gamora?
Destroyer.
Destroyer. That's a good one. Mine was it was Invincible Iron Man. It was this was after the set was out, but me and my buddy were buying our way through a booster at a time, kind of just practicing at a store that doesn't exist anymore called Warriors 3. And there was one more booster on the shelf, and we were both tired out. And I was almost out of money because I was a dumb 16-year-old. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. And I went and I grabbed the last booster. And I set it down and I looked at the cashier. I said, put me on a stick and call me a sucker. And I opened that up, and it had the Hyperion Super Rare Prime. And this will tell you about power creep. Hyperion had a 13, 12, 19, 5. And I thought for 275 points, and I thought those numbers were unassailable. A 19, you used to have to try to hit a 19.
Yep.
Now 19 is nothing.
19 is nothing.
All right, so where's the prime selection at in this advanced search?
You want to go to unit property.
Unit property.
So when it comes to the power creep, do you think there will ever be a ceiling, or do you think it'll just infinitely just get higher and higher?
It's hard to say. I mean, because I don't know what the ceiling of the power creep could be. I mean, you get a 300-point figure nowadays and doesn't it gets maybe it starts on a printed 21. Like you think about the big Galactus, the 2018 Galactus starts on a 21 for 700 points or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they can't get rid of power creep. They can do soft resets on it, but it's always going to happen. And when you do a soft reset, the stuff that's in that set that's the quote unquote soft reset will lose its value once it hits the Silver Age market, because they're not going to have the powers or stats that you want on your figures.
Look.
And the very first super rare prime was the Caped Crusader in the Batman set. It was 53B, and it was before title figures.
Nice.
Called it. Yep. That's Cape Crusader was great because he could teleport to the bat swarms. And
that's why the values were awesome. This 5 and 0 stuff is for the babies who can't do math. That's that new math stuff.
Right.
In the day when it would end at 9s, 6s, 7s. Yeah.
Stuff ended with a 7. You had to play a 51-point Brother Voodoo, 47-point, or however many points he was. I always found it hilarious. I was the only one who drew this connection, and nobody got it unless they had played for 20-odd years. Do you remember the Brother Voodoo Prime from Amazing Spider-Man?
Yes, I do. The one that could make the free attack if he had action tokens, or...
Yeah, he had one action on him. He could make free mind control, and he got a +1 to attack to himself and his target. And do you remember where it would always break? It would always break at the wrist, and the staff would come off.
I think mine had the staff still. I would try and keep it from breaking. I mean, it's probably broken his box now, but...
Yeah, no, it's... At least mine always did that. All the Dr. Voodoos did that. Certain figures in that Spider-Man set that just snap, like the Moon Knight had that little clear pole that he was, because it was like a swing sculpt.
Yes.
And it would always break off of that thing. But, anybody I knew who had the Brother Voodoo, the hand had usually snapped off. Severed hand. And then they brought back Brother Voodoo as a prime in Wheels of Vengeance. And what his power focused around? A severed hand, the monkey's paw.
Yep.
I thought that was ironic.
I could see it being ironic. Yes. Yes. Well, they need to have like an invisible Spider-Man from the one, I think it was from that set. It had the A, B, and C dial where it was a little plastic peg on his hind leg or something.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
He was never on the stand.
Yep. And then they insisted there was an OP. I think it was like one of the first OP symbiote suit Spider-Mans that was really good. And it was that sculpt. It was on the stupid peg. And he would always break off the peg.
Hey,
Gorilla Glue Gel.
So, good job, Wizkids.
Yeah, that's my go-to. At least now when I get a broken figure in the booster, it's usually just off its pegs on the dial, and that's an easy fix.
So back in the day, they used to come with the I don't know how to describe it. The Wizkids tilt, the lean, like they
Oh yeah,
lean
the
all the way
the Michael
forward.
Jackson lean, the anti-gravity, the
Yes, like, man.
ah, my throat's too clogged up to do the hee. But um yeah, that still happens, man. I got I had a Rachel Cole Alves from Avengers Defenders War that even when I like heated her up and then stood her up and stuck her in the freezer, she still had that freaking
Yeah,
anti gravity in
the
the
plastic they
ankles.
use now is much more durable.
Okay, much more durable means it's less flexible, and if you're trying to bend it, it
Okay,
breaks.
it's less breakable. It's more bendy.
Yeah, it's because I had taken some 10-cent commons because cool thing about the having a bunch of Heroclix and a bunch of random characters is they make great minis for Marvel Multiverse. Um, so I was taking them off their dials and putting them on Warhammer stands so that they fit on because the map for Marvel Multiverse is like 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. That's a tiny map. And I was putting them on the stands, and like modern figures, I could pop them right off. It was an Age of Ultron Luke Cage, I think. Like the classic costume Luke Cage with the tiara and the puffy yellow shirt. And I mangled that thing, even hitting it with a heat gun and prying with a razor blade, just trying to get it off the dial. And that's so brief tangent about Marvel Multiverse, just because I think I'm hilarious. Is in the game you roll 3d6 and a critical hit is 616 because that's the main Marvel universe. So I prepared an Uatu the Watcher and I had it behind my DM screen. And if anybody ever rolled a 616 on perception, I would give them nothing about the story. And I would say, suddenly you look up, you're surrounded by giant figures, you're on a table, and you look up and you see Uatu. And he goes, interesting. And then you zoom back to the scene.
I mean, I like the aspect of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Your perception was so critical, you left the story for a moment and saw the actual players.
Nice. So we talked about soft reset for a second. Is Venom a soft reset set? Or if not, when was the last
No,
one that you remember?
probably like Joker's Wild was definitely a soft. No, the last one of recent memory was X-Men Rise and Fall because they like deliberately went out of their way to avoid giving characters hypersonic because hypersonic was such a prevalent.
They had benched it during the Wonder Woman set, so I
Yeah.
feel like Wonder Woman was
This woman said just had too many. Right, they did that too. I think it was both Rise and Fall and Wonder Woman because you got that the Flash that's still broken. The 3 Flash, you pay 30 for one and 20 for the other two, and then he can charge twice, and he covers 14 squares and smashes you in the face.
Good question, Wes. Which one was the last soft reset?
Yeah, I think it was Rise and Fall, but the really obvious one was Joker's Wild. Joker's Wild, they went out of their way to have really simple dials with just numbers and maybe 1 or 2 colors.
Rise
feel
and
like
Fall
the-
sucked.
The Bane that only had charge, and the Man Bat that couldn't fly. That's the one I remember really specifically as like I remember rules articles that were like, hey, we're not giving people too many special powers. They're just going to do their one thing, and it's all going to be basic powers. And then they made Cocoon Thunder and threw that philosophy out the window.
Yeah, I mean, there's always an outlier in the set. I feel like if there's a set that has a bunch of 10 attacks, that's kind of like your soft reset.
Yeah. So
Spider-Man?
I feel like Spider-Man had kind of a soft reset.
Yeah.
It was more based around a defensive mechanic of the game with the super senses.
Yep.
It felt kind of like a reset, especially after Collector's Trove when you had all those
Oh,
guys
yeah.
be like, oh, hey, I'm a 12, 13 attack.
Yeah, a lot of Collector's Trove guys had high attack not for no reason, but it kind of felt like if I'm paying 25 points for a Star Lord, he shouldn't crack a 10. So why does he start on an 11?
Yeah, exactly. So I feel
Yeah,
like this tournament may have been like the last potential soft reset.
yeah, that's I don't feel like Venom is a soft reset so much as it's like it's kind of normalizing something because Venomized characters has been a chase theme in at least 3 sets, to my knowledge. It was first in What If 15th anniversary. You had the 4 chases, the Hulk, the Punisher, the Poison, and the Thor, the Venom Thor. And then you had Earth X, which had a couple more. And then you had, it wasn't Battle World, was it? It's just, it's something that they love doing because it's pretty easy. You just slap a bunch of black and some tentacles on a character, and
everybody loves
bada bing,
it.
bada boom. You got a Venomized kit. Like, I think the only like more prevalent thing is just like, throw him in a fire sculpt and suddenly it's Phoenix, this character. If you haven't gotten a Venom symbiote, you've gotten the Phoenix Force.
So when are we going to get more zombie characters? We don't need them.
Keep them dead.
When are we going to get Disney Plus set 2?
We did. It's next phase.
Next phase.
You're hoping for set 3.
Set 3, yeah. With the what's her name? The final episode, and she had like all the powers, all the equipment.
Oh, the the final episode of What If with Captain Carter, where she had the Infinity armor and they would just cop out and they would do the stupid ass. It's like all the defenders of the timeline with the Storm Thor and the Captain Carter and the Kahori, the original character who had super speed from the space gem, I guess. And they were just all Watcher, this character. Watcher, Peggy Carter. Watcher, Kahori. And it's like, I guess, sure, fine. If you're going to do, I wanted more out of next phase. I think it was a set with a lot of problems. But I was into it because Moon Knight. I don't want Disney Plus set 3 until Oscar Isaac agrees to do Moon Knight season 2. I need more Oscar Isaac Moon Knight.
All right,
so I feel like next phase is a good set.
If
you took all the sculpts off and you're like, oh, hey, this is just a dial. Some of it was but overall, I feel like next phase was a fun set.
It was a fun set. I think there were just you go into a sealed event and you pull nothing but rares. You want your rares to be playable.
Give me Moon Knight every time.
Yeah, no. Go win with a Donnie Blaze and then tell me your rares are playable.
Hey, Donnie Blaze got banned from Pulp or whatever because he wasn't terrible.
Because he had he had a trader mechanic, so they banned him so that you couldn't use miss minutes to get your mission points.
Yes,
because he played Donnie Blaze, a shitload of demons, and he generated demon on your opponent's side. Then miss minutes gives you a mission point for every demon you have.
Yep.
Now I remember when Next Phase came out and everybody was dogging on it, and I was like, I said the exact same thing Scott just said, that if you took those dials and put them on anything else, you would have loved it, but it's because the character selection sucked. Nobody cared about the tracksuit guys, and nobody cared about She-Hulk. But it was the characters that made it bad. It wasn't the powers.
Yeah. Of the shows they selected, look, I didn't get the hate for She-Hulk. I watched all of She-Hulk. I didn't hate it. I thought it was... Look, it's hard to hate Tatiana Maslany. She's very good. She's hilarious. Yeah. But, it's
well, people didn't appreciate it for what it was. It was PG-13 Deadpool. Like, it wasn't meant to be this super awesome end game level television show. It was just a palate cleanser. It was,
Yeah.
oh, let's just watch this for fun, haha. It didn't have to be the super serious Marvel movie. It was just, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, no, it was harmless, and we got the goofy hot dog and mustard, ketchup and mustard Daredevil suit, and then
We got
he was
Kevin.
Kevin.
Hey, did you pull one from a booster?
I did.
No, God, no, I paid through the nose for a Kevin.
I still don't have a Kevin.
Yeah, no, it's I had a Kevin for a little bit, and I regret it now because he dropped in price, but I wanted a Mysterio from Spider-Verse. And my buddy talked me into trading my Kevin for a Mysterio and something else. I forget what else I got off of him, but he got the better end of that deal because now he's got my Kevin.
So, what do you listen to on your way to a big event to get you hyped up?
Are you familiar with Epic the Musical?
No, I can look
Nope.
it up.
Too Long Didn't Read. It's a musical themed around Homer's Odyssey. So it follows Odysseus.
Oh, I did.
And
that, yeah.
Yeah, it started as this the thesis project for this music student, and it just the internet made it super popular, and it's got a bunch of bops on it. In the ocean, and it's 9 sagas, and in the third or fourth in the Ocean Saga, there's a song where Poseidon shows up. It's called Ruthlessness, and it's very much my I'm gonna kick some ass song, because the chorus is ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. So if you haven't listened to it, go look it up. It is filled with jams, and also it's just really good. I won't keep selling, but I listened to that. I listened to audiobooks. Also going to plug it because not enough people know. There's a indie series called Superpowers. I'm all about superheroes. Hyperfixation to the end. It's this great series where heroes exist, except they're kind of like a branch of emergency response. So they work for the government, and you have to get a certification. And it's so there are people who have control of their powers are supers, and people who don't have control of their powers are powers. So we learn about like a powered who teleports, but only when he sneezes.
And
And
download some of those books because I like audiobooks.
yes, audiobooks are great. And so the 5 main characters of the series were formerly powered, and now through a mysterious procedure, they are supers, and they are going through the hero certification program. And all the powers are super inventive. One guy absorbs energy, so he can like absorb fire and electricity and kinetic energy and redirect it. And another guy has control of luck, so he can do direction and intensity of luck. And another chick starts off as a flyer, but it turns out her flight is from control of gravity. And then like the top of the class guy is just a guy who has complete molecular control of his body. So, he's like remodeled his body so that his muscles are like he eats a bunch of supplements and he can remodel his body to make his muscles and bones stronger.
Nice.
And he can like crank his brain up, and it's a great series. It's Superpowered. It's by Drew Hayes. It's 4 books. It's all on Audible, and he's even gotten there's a company called Graphic Audio that does audiobooks with a full cast of voices and folio effects. So
see, I'm okay with that stuff, but if you have a very good narrator, I don't need all the extra.
True. And Kirby Hayborn is a very good narrator. So
All right.
I'll
be listening to
I prefer the Audible versions to the graphic audio versions, but sometimes you want a little something different. And the author also has a villain series that is also very good called Forging Hephaestus. And if I could make Clix out of these series, I absolutely would, because I would love to see like how to translate certain characters from those stories. And the Forging Hephaestus is like more comic booky. Like there's a superhero who can summon the weapons from video games and use them in real life. And another guy can summon swarms of bugs, and It's so interesting. It's I wish more people knew about it so I could geek out with it about people. But
Well, anybody
yeah,
that listens to this
audiobooks.
podcast knows about it now.
Yep. So yeah, usually listen to that and or just talk to somebody. Long drives, talking to somebody always helps.
Absolutely. So I have a drive on Saturday. I'm going to the Battle World event, and I'm in their little chat group for the locals down there. So I've been talking a lot of smack. So
I hope you can back it up,
You don't
Scott.
talk smack at all.
I want them to have a bad guy so they can root against. And I'm not like I'm not being mean about it, but I'm just talking smack. Like
all right,
today,
so I want to hear the smack talk.
I sent him some of my my smack talk. Okay, I sent him a Vince McMahon's walk down music. No chance in hell. I'm like, this is what I got right now. So it's just been smack. Be like, oh hey, y'all practicing?
Yeah,
don't worry about it. You don't need to practice. I'm just gonna whoop y'all anyway. Like, oh, we're gonna play games. I'm like, no, this isn't gonna be playing. This is just me whooping you.
This is the most confident I've seen you go into a big event. Usually you have like 20 different builds and you're second guessing things up until the last minute. You've had this build almost since the beginning and you haven't changed it even when they added Venom. You're like, nope, this is it.
Nope, this is it. This is what I'm going with. So
better to have a team you know inside and out than try something like you know what, my buddy Gabe just went to the Kentucky Battle World and through the generosity of the group, myself and my buddy and our buddy RJ, Gabe rolled up with 5 Tri-Sentinels.
Yeah, I've seen the team.
Yeah, he took 4th place because he was not. Apparently, Solaris is the counter to Tri-Sentinels.
Yeah,
and he still took 4th place with it. But I tell you what, if I sat down against 5 Tri-Sentinels, I would throw up in my mouth a little bit.
So my kid is playing in the event also. So I helped him with his team. We walked through it yesterday. Today I got off of work and we played a 30-minute game. And in 30 minutes, he had me beat 80-15. So he's feeling very confident.
I'm glad to see that. I'm glad that you're
put the hurting on your dad and you get a little. Now you got to give him the belt to remind him who's in charge.
No, if we play a full 45, 50 minutes, then I feel like I got it. But his team, I'll even tell you his team. I'm not scared of tossing his team out under the bus. He's got Infinite with Animal Man.
Okay.
He's got 100-point SR Alan Scott with the Destroyer armor.
Okay.
Black Symbiote. Resolve of the Green and Fortify. So he just wants Symbiote out to blow up inside the bomb, and then attaches it to the Infinite. And he's like, "Oh, hey, I have Steel Energy, I have Super Strength, and I'm just gonna punch the snot out of you because I'll pick Exploit Weakness or Close Combat Expert or Super Senses for the defense."
Yeah, sure. Hope you don't run into a Black Lantern Swamp Thing.
Not worried about it. It's modern.
No,
I mean, yeah, Black Lantern Swamp Thing maybe, but I feel like he's in the forgotten realms now. He's not hot new.
No, he's not hot and new. It's just, that's.
Yes, recency bias is a thing for sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to make Malekith work because there's only a few figures that completely negate reduction. Black Lantern Swamp Thing's one of them, and Malekith is one of them. And especially with the Hydra out there now, the Lordian Hydra from the Heroclix or from the Hercules box. Oh boy, that thing
is beautiful.
It is. It's you put Animal Man on it so it can reduce penetrating, and it's just like, what the heck do you do? Because by the time, and also now apparently with I guess it was a Anthony Barnstable clarification, but he's pretty, as Wizkids judges go, he's pretty trustworthy. the bloodstone doesn't even work on it anymore because of active effects. You can choose to reduce the healing to grow more heads before the bloodstone reduces your healing.
Makes sense.
Which is like, that's a problem for me because I'm like, that's the only counter I could come up with is slow down his healing so he can't grow as many heads.
We just talked about it with a Prime Rogue. Just keep hitting.
Yeah.
Just keep hitting. Just keep hitting. Like the Dory from Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Smash and bash and let me grab my Blue Lantern Kyle with the Life Foundation one shot and then put Indigo Kyle on the map. Give everybody the free action. Just stand there with Eternity. Free action, attack. Free action, attack. Free action, attack.
It's a lot going on there, but yes, it can work. But he's there. He's a thing.
It's been said before. They won't stop making broken shit because it sells.
Yep. All right. So since you don't actually watch our show, we have a tradition around here at Talkn Clix called the Clix Questionnaire. And what it is even though you've been playing the game for a long time, we've been talking to you for over an hour. We've asked you a lot of questions. You've given us a lot of information, but we don't really know you. The Clix community doesn't know you. And so the scientists over at Talkn Clix Laboratories formulated this perfect questionnaire. They took all the questions of the universe and put them into this one questionnaire to perfectly penetrate your defenses, reveal your inner soul to the community. Are you brave enough to answer these questions?
I'll do my best.
What's a compliment? What is a compliment you remember years later?
A compliment I remember years later?
Yes.
From a Heroclix player or just
in general in life?
Remember, Heroclix is life.
Heroclix is life. I remember a buddy went out of their way to text me after I had built a team, and he just said, "That's a really good team. You played it really well, and now I have to practice to beat it because he usually beats me." So saying he had to work for it was something I remember. Maybe not years later. It was a little more recent than that, but it was a little while ago.
It's still nice to have that kind of compliment.
Yep.
All right. I need you to choose your end times apocalypse. It could be zombies. It could be robots. It could be aliens. It could be the ocean rising. It could be meteors. What is the end times coming?
I'll take Wally, just getting fat on a spaceship forever.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I love it.
And then we come back and we have to relearn farming.
Can we at least play Clix while we're on the ship?
Sure.
All right. I'm good.
All right. So when you eat a piece of toast and you put butter on it and you put that piece of toast in your mouth, is the butter on the bottom or on the top of the toast?
I believe it's actually technically in the middle because it's permeated the bread by melting. I remember as a little kid, all I wanted was my toast to look like it did in the breakfast commercial with that perfect square pat of butter on it. And I didn't understand that the butter was melting. So I put about half a stick of butter on my toast and I turned that thing soggy. Because I just wanted the butter to stay on there and I didn't understand where it was going.
It's inside. It's delicious.
Yep. So do you flip the bread over?
Let's use margarine instead of butter.
Okay. Noted. Do I flip the bread over when I eat it?
Yes.
It depends on the bread. Like I have gone to town on like leftover steakhouse bread that I brought home. Like, or if you get carry out from the steakhouse, they always give you a loaf of bread. And I really like to kind of hollow it out and put the heat it up, put the butter inside in the little hollowed out thing, and then I eat it from the outside in, and then you get to the center and it's like sweet, soft and delicious. But if it's just like a piece of toast, then I probably eat like start in the center and then work my way out and then finish with the crust.
Still, butter side up or butter side on your tongue?
Butter side on my tongue.
Butter side down.
Butter side.
Yeah. So when you eat the bread, you take it like this and you put it in your mouth and you put it back
Right.
down on your plate.
Yeah.
See, Wes, I'm going to get this. All right. Next question. I need you to name one celebrity from your youth that's been in your spank bank.
Okay.
Totally inappropriate question.
Okay. Celebrity from my youth. Victoria Justice.
Excellent.
All right. Would you rather be a sidekick in a great superhero story or the hero of a mediocre one?
Sidekick.
All right. I need you to defend one bad movie.
Grease 2. It has like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. I got it in a DVD double pack with the original Grease, and I was like, I want to know, like, Grease 2. I didn't know there was a Grease 2. I love the original Grease. And I watched Grease 2, and the only returning character is Frenchie because it takes place like 15 years after the first Grease.
Yep.
And it is objectively a terrible movie, but the redeeming qualities are the music is still decent. And it's got like a very early young Michelle Pfeiffer in it, like a early 20s Michelle Pfeiffer is the female lead, and that is probably worth the price of admission. But it's just a guilty pleasure. I don't know why I enjoy it. I just do.
All right. So, who has taught you the most about Heroclix?
Probably Adam Cole, if you know him. He's good people. He's been in the game since its inception. Still plays and judges out at Eternal. He really helped me in my intervening years because early on I didn't really get it, but it was him, and then there's a guy who actually just came back to the game named Ryan Kendall, and he was teaching me about team building. He taught me the acronym STOP, STOPP. Support, telekinesis, outwit, perplex, prob. You should always build a team and have a source of each of those.
I'm going to disagree because you don't have leadership in there. But that was back in the day before leadership was what it is now.
Yeah. And where do you put the L? Because then it doesn't make a nice like a. I
don't think you need the support anymore. That's a thing from the past.
So Talop or
Plots.
Yeah, exactly.
Plots. Okay, there you go. Yeah, because what are you doing when you build a team? You're plotting to destroy your enemy.
Yes.
Good job, Wes. Thank you. That.
All right.
It would have rankled me.
Would you rather sneeze glitter or cough confetti?
Sneeze glitter.
Okay. When you send a text message to somebody, do you proofread it before you send it?
No, that's what autocorrect is for. Except when autocorrect is wrong. But I have fat fingers. I can't always type correct. I have defeated my autocorrect in one aspect. It no longer autocorrects to ducking. I can make my phone curse now. So
I feel like I do more editing of my text after I hit send than proofreading.
I don't know why, but I forgot that Clintar doesn't have two R's. So when Scott first revealed Clintar, I was typing it with two R's so much that now when it wants to autofill, it does it with two R's, and I'm like, crap! Now I have to make it relearn that I need to type with one R.
Yeah, I misspelled my daughter's name once years ago, and my phone has never let me forget it. Every time I type her name, it misspells her name. Like I misspelled it one time,
and it refuses to let you forget.
All right. So, what is your least favorite holiday?
Um,
Arbor Day.
no, I like our planet. I would have to say President's Day.
What is the worst food to eat?
Mm, that's tricky because I have a I'm a picky eater, eating disorder guy. Like I eat the same three things, so that's a lot of things for me. I really despise bell peppers.
All right.
Okay. I don't agree, but okay. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses?
I feel like duck-sized horses just because size advantage.
Would you rather age physically or age mentally?
Mentally, I'm about to turn 30. The warranty's about to expire on my body, so
Oh, Scott's way past his warranty.
Yes, I'm out of date on my warranty. I wish they would call and ask to extend my body warranty.
yeah,
Warranty.
I have some
All right.
recalls I want to put in.
Would you accept a challenge to create a haiku against me?
sure.
Oh, Wes gets to pick a topic.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
Let's go.
Need a 2-minute timer, also, Wes.
All right. So, create for me. We'll start with Scott, I guess.
No, we're gonna do it at the same time.
Oh, okay.
2 minutes.
All right.
One haiku for each of us.
Venom.
Venom.
2 minutes later.
Got it.
All right, Wes. Are you ready for my Venom haiku?
Let's hear it.
Slimy glob of goo, lethal protector for life, wants to eat your brain.
All right.
Okay. I had symbiotic goo, amorphous aliens, lots of black gunk.
I'm sorry, Mark. I have to go with Scott now on just because it told more of a story.
I feel like he probably had the upper hand in challenging me to haikus, but it's been a little while.
I, for some reason, I get in some little in my head. I'm like, hey, I want to create some haikus, and I haven't done it in several years. So when Wes and I were updating the questionnaire, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm ready. Let's do it.
We didn't update
yeah,
it. The scientists over at the laboratory did it.
Right.
Yes, the scientists did it. Scientists created it.
Yes. The Watt and Sess, the scientists.
All right. So do you shower in the morning or in the evening?
Mostly in the evening.
All right. So you have successfully completed the Clix questionnaire. Now the entire listening community knows you inside and out, knows what makes you click. How does it feel?
Most of those answers I was fine with, but yeah, that's I don't mind. I'm an open book. Once you get me talking, you can't stop me talking.
All right. So your reward for answering all those questions is that you get to ask us one.
Let's see. Go-to sandwich.
That's easy. Ruben.
Okay.
Toasted peanut butter and jelly with marshmallow.
Solid. I like it.
Okay. What's the order on the bread? Is it peanut butter base?
Peanut butter on one piece of bread, jelly on the other piece of bread, and you're gonna put the marshmallow generally on the peanut butter because it'll spread easier on the peanut butter.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah. Peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other. Fold the peanut butter onto the jelly because the peanut butter doesn't move as much.
Yep. All right, Mike. Well, you have survived the Clix questionnaire. You've returned voluntarily to our show. I don't know why you would do that to yourself, but thank you for being here. It's been great talking to you. Look forward to seeing you again at Red, White, and Clix in November. You can beat my butt again at a sealed event.
Who knows? The dice will do as thing we say or thing I say a lot to everybody I play with is theory is all well and good until the dice hit the table.
Or you forget your powers.
Or you forget your yeah, that
Remembering
too.
Outwit would have changed that game drastically.
Yeah, no, you. I couldn't hit that beast to save my life.
All right. Well, thank you for still being here tonight. It's been great talking to you. Do you have any final thoughts for the community?
I don't want to rip off Scott Porter, so let's do the opposite of that. May none of your rolls be critical misses.
There you go, Scott.
All right. Sometimes we just want to be heard, and listening is one of the kindest things we can do. So listen.
And always do what you can, not what you can't. And as always,
keep on Clixing.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
In the beginning, there was confusion. Then came the clarification. Junior year, summer school heat. While others slept, he studied the sheets. Teen Titans cracked the plastic seal. Red Hood sparklet, iron will. Dial by dial, line by line, every comma sacred sign. Questions fall like autumn rain. He reads the text again, 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 and again.
No mercy for sloppy play, no wiggle room, no shade of gray. Intent is dust, the wording raised, the clause remains.
The clause remains.
The clause remains.
Ruthless rulings carved in stone, every power fully known. Click by click the verdict falls, no escape from printed law. Talking clicks, hear the boom. Click, click, boom inside the room. Wespool calls, the judgment looms. The rules lawyer has entered the room.
Enter the room.
We assume you're doomed. Michigan forged in factory flames.
Turning wrenches, building aim.
Detroit engines roar to life.
Keeping cruisers sharp as knives.
Bolts and brakes and torque applied. Precision is his daily pride. Machines obey his steady hand.
Order shapes the shifting land.
Decision.
From city streets to plastic maps, no loose threads, no timing gaps. When chaos tries to twist the game, he cites the pain and ends debate.
Ends debate.
Ends debate.
Ruthless rulings cold and clear. Every keyword crystal here. Timing windows open wide, then slam shut on either side. Talking clicks, hear the boom. Click, click, boom inside the room. Wespool calls, the judgment looms. The rules lawyer has entered the room.
Enter the room.
Truth consumes. From Comerica's roaring stands to every park across the land. Father and son, a diamond quest. 30 fields to test their zest. Final stop, the Bronx awaits. Pinstripes trembling at their face. Yankees swing, but soon they'll see the Spankies meet decree.
Alright.
Hold on. You're telling me this man reads timing charts for fun, eats toast butter side down, and voluntarily watches the Yankees? Mark, I've seen villains with softer origin stories. Also, butter side down technically creates a +2 grease modifier to surface contact, which according to subsection breakfast means your toast now has improved map control. Scott tried that once, but he rules lawyered himself into eating the plate.
rhymes no appeal. Every printed word is real. Stack effects and clear the cue. Sequence matters, this is true. Talking clicks, hear the boom. Click, click, boom inside the room. Wespool speaks, the crowd makes room.
The rules lawyer. Ambiguity has left the building.
Clarify.